If you had to give Christians a score out of 10 for evangelism, what score would you give us? How would you rate us in our efforts at sharing the gospel? In general, do we share our faith much? When we do share our faith, do we know what needs to be shared? Are we able to communicate the message in a way that makes sense to someone outside the church? Or do we speak with so much jargon that the non-Christian is confused by the message? How would you do personally? It's been my experience that the majority of Christians struggle. They're not clear on what actually has to be shared, and they don't realise how much jargon they actually use. Because of this, they find evangelism hard. As a result, most Christians rarely, if ever, share their faith. A survey I saw recently of evangelicals suggested that more than half had not shared the gospel with anyone in the past 12 months, and that less than 5% regularly share their faith. Sadly, if we had to give a grade for evangelism, the church scores an F. That's a disaster. Jesus commanded us to make disciples, and we simply haven't been doing it. I got saved in late 2002 out of a very non-Christian background, and I've been doing evangelism ever since. I have shared the gospel with many thousands of people in that time and devoted massive effort into learning how we can do this better. I made lots of mistakes along the way, but God has graciously used me to impact many lives for eternity. I would love the opportunity to pass on what I've learned to you. Communicating Christ Clearly is a course I've been running for a couple of years, and it takes everything that I've learned over the many years and condenses it into a 6-session course. It teaches us what the gospel is, what we need to communicate, and how to share those truths with someone outside the church. It's theologically robust, and yet also very practical. The material is designed for all Christians, from a brand new believer to the theologically trained pastor or to the older saint who's been following Jesus for decades. Can you imagine the difference it would make if we had many more Christians in the church equipped to share their faith, and as a result, being confident to do so? To learn how you can bring OAC to your church and to see what others have said about the course, please visit us online at oac.org.au/QLD. We look forward to coming and being at a church near you soon.